Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com here in San Antonio, the THSCA Coaching School and Convention with the new head coach of the Lancaster Tigers, Coach Leon Paul. Coach, first and foremost, congratulations on the new job. This is the first time. I saw you last night, but this is the first time I've been able to tell you in person, but congratulations on the new job.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much.
Let's talk a little bit about why this was such a good fit for you. You know, we've heard a lot from the folks there at Lancaster ISD about why you were such a good fit for this program. I kind of want to take that question and reverse it. Why is Lancaster such a good fit for you? Just
the culture and the support. The support from the superintendent, from the AD, the principal, the support that the kids instantly, you know, are rooting in my favor, and just the overall culture. It's just a championship culture, and that's something that I want to be a part of. I was able to be a part of that in Duncanville and in Kennedale when I was at Kennedale. So being at a school like this is a dream come true.
Oh, and you mentioned Duncanville. You're coming from the Duncanville staff with Coach Reginald Samples.
Yes.
You know, to this staff there. I mean, we got all day, but what are you going to take from Coach Samples? You know, being on his staff and learning from him. What are you going to take with you to Lancaster?
Everything.
Just the whole thing.
The past 5 years, I have been writing notes. I have journals. We have meetings, and every meeting, you know, he gets you just a gem just of knowledge and all these nuggets, and I compiled a whole journal, and you know, he helped me prepare for this job. It's just watching how he operates, watching how he is with the kids, watching how he is with the coaches. He coaches the coaches, the organization of the practices, the summer workouts. So I'm taking everything. I'm not leaving nothing behind.
It's going to be fun to watch you take over this Lancaster program. That, you know, it's interesting for it's your first head coaching job.
Yes.
And this is not a lot of guys when they get their first head coaching job, it's a rebuild.
Yeah.
You know, it's taking over. This is not a program that appears to be in bad shape or anything like that. So how do you approach this position? Knowing that this doesn't need to be torn down and rebuilt, how do you go but still put your stamp on the program?
One thing I'll say is Chris Gilbert really built a solid foundation. And the culture that he set with the winning attitude is something that a lot of head coaches got to come in and reset. I didn't have to do that. I got to come in and bring my energy and bring all the stuff that we did at Duncanville, and a lot of those kids was in the stands when we was playing in the state championship. And, you know, I'm just telling them now I have the blueprint to get us there. I just need you to follow. And they've been there every day. I mean, we have over 100 kids at summer workouts every day, and they're just grinding.
Was that your message to them? You know, I'm always interested when guys take jobs, especially, you know, you took a job relatively late in the season. You know, new coaches have been there since January. You know, you get hired later in the into the summer. But what was your message to your guys when you addressed them as their head coach for the first time? What was your message to the guys?
My message is it's not about what you can do for this program. It's about what this program is going to be able to do for you. And it's not just about football. And that's something that I really learned from Coach Sample. It's about grooming young men and growing young men and being an example. And a lot of these kids, they follow me on social media, so they see the type of energy that I bring out, especially when I was at Duncanville. So when I got the job, like, there were some kids that already knew who I was, so the adjustment really wasn't that hard for me. I just came in and I just stayed true to myself, and, you know, I'm just excited.
So what, you know, I think this is your first head coaching job. What is a Leon Paul coach team going to look like? What can we expect from the Tigers in the fall?
We're going to be fast. We're going to be explosive. We're going to be disciplined. And we're going to be Weibo. And it's funny because when I had my interview with Coach Beverly Humphrey, first of all, she's very intimidating. I mean, she's the most winningest coach in UIL history, so it's very intimidating. But, you know, I felt home. And she explained to me what Weibo is. And Weibo, for everybody who don't know, because I didn't know, I said we bleed orange, and that is not it. Don't say we bleed orange. If you're ever in Lancaster, it's we believe in orange. And just seeing where her track team did this year and how they turned out being state champions, you know, I really bought into that. And now, I mean, it's just a culture. It's just different.
And by the way, that I think that's worth mentioning is you're a track guy. You know what I mean? That was you were the coach, the track coach there at Duncanville. Is it fair to say then that getting your football players out into the track program is going to be a key component of what you want to do there at Lancaster?
It's going to be key. I don't want to say they don't have a choice, but the expectation is they're gonna compete when football season's over. We're never going to stop competing. We're always going to be getting better. We're always going to run. We're always going to get faster. We're always going to work on our craft. And I was very fortunate for the last 10 years to be a head track coach. But a lot of people, when they label me, they say, he's a track coach that coaches football, and that's not really correct. You know, I am a football coach that took an opportunity to have my own track program and build my program, so when I'm ready to be a football coach, I know how to run the program. And that's what I did for the last 10 years. So when I got this opportunity, I was ready to go, especially being under Richard Barrett and being under Reginald Samples, you know, to kind of help groom me into being in the spot I am now. So I'm forever grateful.
Well, and that's the thing is track and football, I mean, they go hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
You know, they like you can, if you're good at, you know, if you're a good coach in one of them, that's going to help you. It seems to me. I'm not a coach, but it seems to me that's going to help you on the other side. And so, you know, I think the idea that just a track coach really seems to be missing the point in a lot of ways. You know what I mean?
And it's all right. It's all right. You know, I've been an underdog all my life. You know, I'm 5'5". I might tell people I'm 6 foot, but I'm 5'5". And just getting a college scholarship, you know, was very hard, and I had to outwork everybody. And you know, the odds were against me with this job, and you know, I know some people still aren't convinced because I have this job, and you know, it just motivates me, and I just can't wait for this season so I can, you know, cut that narrative out and be known as, hey, he's a great football coach.
Yeah, I think people are really excited, and I guess most importantly, my final question is about Mrs. Paul.
Yes.
Because, you know, look, sometimes coaches get the big chair. They get the ego that comes with it. Is Mrs. Paul worried about keeping you in check and making sure that the ego doesn't go out of control? Because, you know, we see it sometimes. I'm just saying. I'm being honest.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you, whoever's watching, Mrs. Paul has me in check. All right, I don't want to get that twisted, man. Mrs. Paul has me in check. And, no, but, man, she's my joy. She's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. She's my support system. You know, on certain jobs, you know, she'll tell me, no, you don't want to take that job. And certain jobs, she'll tell me, no, you need to take that job. And when this job came open, when I told her it came open, she was just like, you need to go after that job. And, you know, she actually got her promotion at work. So, I mean, I'm loving it. She's loving it, and she's not going to let me have an ego, I promise you.
Listen, we all got bosses.
Yeah, she's one of my bigger. Now I got Beverly Humphrey, one of my bosses. I got Dr. Pereira, but my biggest boss is Mrs. Paul.
That's listen. There's a smart man. It's a smart man. Yeah. Coach Paul, we're thrilled for you. Congratulations on the new gig. We can't wait to see what you do there at Lancaster.
Man, I appreciate you.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.